that much help right now. So let's get to studying, okay? And I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow, because it's just tomorrow already. I don't know how to use the camera. But yeah, let's get started. The kids are gone, so I only have like 4 or 5 more hours to study, and I'm just getting more nervous when I think about it. But I know in some areas I'm really good and some I'm not, so I'm just going over the Ccbma outline. I think you can find this online. This is where I got it from. I either got it from like my teacher or I got it online, but basically it outlines what is going to be tested on. And so I'm going to be tested on 2 components, which is the basic and the clinical. I'm not doing administration because I didn't take that course, and honestly from now working and having to deal a lot with administration, maybe I could have taken it, but that's more money, and honestly right now, since I'm like in a time crunch, good thing I did not take administration. So I only had to worry about basic and clinical. So for basically these last 3 weeks I've been studying more like abbreviations, definitions, word part kinda. And good thing I was studying, because according to this is basically almost like 45% of the exam, so good thing I was studying that. You know, I was studying things I didn't know. If I do know it, I just kind of skipped through it, like skimmed. According to the exam, for the basic component of the exam, 45% is including medical terminology, which I've been studying, technical references, which is what kind I've been studying as well, and structure, anatomy, function of the human body. And I barely started not practicing, I barely started reviewing that like 2 days ago, and honestly I'm so overwhelmed because I forgot how much it was. And in school I did really good because I'm such a visual person, and my school was more of my professors used Quizlets. So when we would go over like when we would go over the body systems, they were quiz us by, you know, putting the body part, and then just we were kind of like labeling it. And so it was on Quizlet, and you could play with it, you know, you can mix and match, and then you test yourself. So I would do that a lot. That's how I would ace my test. So, you know, I still had access to that Quizlet account with my professors. Doing that for the last 2 days, and I just finished I think it was the ear component. Basically all I was doing is reviewing it, and then I found it really hard, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like take away the things I really don't know and try to remember that. So for the body systems, I want you to know the body planes, divisions, directions. I hate doing those. Like I don't know why, I just don't get directions too well. So they were my best friend, but I did try to go over that, and I was just like, oh, I'm still not feeling it, but I know I should review it because I know it's gonna come up. I know the things that I have the most difficult part are always the ones that come up for me. And then other than that, you need to know your body systems. 5% is psychological aspects of medical assisting, which is like communication skills, patient relations, display professionalism. Honestly, I will not go over that because I go through that almost every day at work, so that should come off as easy. And then 25% of the exam will be legal and ethical issues. So so it goes over as the medical practice law in California, the DEA, OSHA, consent and informed consent, liability, medical records, confidential and patient rights, like all of this. I feel like I got this. Like, I might skim a little tonight, but I'm not gonna go over it because I feel like pretty much I pretty much know what's going on. And then the last part of the basic exam is 25% is patient education. So written instructions, oral instructions, prescriptions and refills, diagnostic testing, nutrition and diet therapy, and fitness and weight control. So I kind of feel okay with this because half of that I already do with patients, you know, so I think that should come off as easy. Nutrition, diet, therapy, and fitness and weight control. I missed that day of class. I got vertigo. I got vertigo. Dizziness. So I missed that day of class. So when I tried to go over it by myself, I was kind of lost. So might go over that though. So then the second part of the exam is the clinical. So I'm aiming to be a clinical certified medical assistant. As you know, if you get certified, you could either get certified with 3 credentials. The first one is basic and clinical specialty. So you'll be a Ccbma-C, or basic and administrative specialty, which is Ccma-A. And then basic in both specialties, you would be Ccma-AC. So I'm aiming to be Ccma-C. So I would be certified and having clinical specialty. You need to pass your basic, basically. Certifications every 5 years. So clinical, I'm just looking, scanning at what is the biggest portion of what's going to be graded of the clinical exam. So 10% is infection control. So you need to know the principles of asbestos, sterilization, assisting with minor surgery. 25% of the exam will be patient preparation, which will be vital signs, examinations, types and instruments, and body positions and draping. Body positions are kind of what I struggle for, so I am definitely gonna go into that. So I'm just taking mental notes right now, like vital signs, definitely got that down. I do that every day, so I'm not really gonna go over too much. Maybe just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna skim. But I'm just taking mental notes of what I know. Infection control, I always get confused with sterile and asepsis, so definitely is terms I'm going to go over. So another 20% of the exam will be lab procedures and diagnostic testing. So it's instructing the patient, preparing equipment and supplies, a specimen collection and processing. Sorry. Screening tests. So urinalysis, hematology, pregnancy tests, electrocardiology, and vision testing. Right off the bat, I have not done vision testing, and when I was going over vision testing at school, it was a little hard for me, so I'm definitely gonna go over that. Pregnancy test, I don't even do that at work, but that looks easy. Electrocardiology, I don't do that either, but I do remember it was one of the funner concepts at school. So yeah. Hematology, what I guess it could be like the finger pricking and like the results. Okay, so 5% of the exam will be patient history, so essential parts of medical history. I do this all the time, so I'm definitely not even gonna like bother touching this portion of the exam. It's just like basic knowledge. Administrating medication, which is 20% of the exam as well. So drug calcification, side effects, adverse effects, drug dosage, systems of measurements, method of administration, medication inventory, recording in the medical record, prescriptions, and controlled substances. So definitely I will go over this, because even though I do injections at work and I do like prescription refills and whatnot, like, you know, it's always good to remember things I might not see at work. Just because I work at one type of facility doesn't mean, you know, there's just a broad range in the medical field. So definitely gonna go over that. But I'm so thankful that where I work is like these older people, you know, they have like so many things going on in their body. So all the medication lists I saw in my book, I literally see that every day. So for me, like, oh my god, that was like more of an experience. Like, I kind of know what I'm looking at. I can say, like, you know, this medication, cholesterol, you know what, so if they're taking for cholesterol, it's because they're lowering their cholesterol, you know. If they're taking pain medication, I kind of know all my pain medication. If they're taking blood pressure medication, I kind of know, like, oh, you know, they might have hypertension. So it gives me like happiness, because I kind of know what's going on. Okay, and last and final we have here is 20% of the exam, which is office emergencies. So emergency policies, procedures, equipment and supplies, first aid, assessing the situation and types of aid, and bleeding, burns, cardiac, respiratory arrest, choking, fractures, seizures, and shock. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely going to go over this, because, you know, sometimes things happen and I want to be a little bit more prepared. Like bleeding. What if my patient bleeds and I feel like I do the wrong thing? Definitely going to go over this. So, mental note, I already know based off these guidelines, which I definitely have to go over. I feel like I'm a little bit more concerned about the basic examination. So wish me luck, guys. I am about to study the shit out of this. So yeah, I'll be studying. So if you guys want to say a little bit, I'll just be recording myself studying. It is 8:47. I usually do not even bother going to sleep at this time. I sleep pretty late. And I am so tired. Like, I've just been cramming these last couple hours. Did I not learn in college that you're not supposed to be doing this? I'm just gonna go over this last math stuff, and then I'm just gonna do some mix and match testing with the body stuff, and then I'll say I'm calling night, and God got me. Let's see how it goes tomorrow. And then they let you know the preliminary, I don't even know how to say it. Basically, they'll let you know if you passed it.